China took a dump, and I ordered it on eBay. It's the Super Polystation 2. Can you guess what system it's ripping off of? I can't quite seem to tell here. Let's take a look at the back of the box. 2 controllers, a light gun, and the system itself. I don't know what system that is. Most advanced entertainment system. Okay, cool. More options. Let me get a good focus here. Gives you more ways to play with lots of controller options and the most sophisticated sharpshooter ever designed. And lets you team your... I don't give a shit. What is... Okay. It says it includes 1 controller. Lie, it includes 2. A stand. Lie, it doesn't come in there. Light gun. Yeah, it does. And cables. Yeah, but they don't look like that. So, the sides of the box do a very good job of imitating the side of a PS2 box. Oh, and I would like to interrupt this video just to say that if you're about to leave a comment down there and saying that I'm an Ashen's ripoff, I try very hard not to be, but it's kind of hard not to because, you know, I do these videos because his videos were my inspiration to do these, so, you know, I do get a lot of my motives and inspiration from him, so yeah. Anyway, continuing on, these are the instructions that came in the box. Operating the system. It actually shows a system. Let me zoom in here. Oh, I thought it would autofocus. Apparently not. Oh, well now it did. Okay, so anyway, operating the system. It shows a system, but it is not the Super Polystation 2. It's actually something called a Super 1. You might have actually heard of these before. I've seen them on the internet. The Super 1 is actually well, how can I put it? It was a system that was made to be an NES that looked like a PlayStation 1. The instructions show that system, even though it's the Polystation 2. And a good way to save money there, right? Yeah, I got my tripod sitting right there on the floor. I was pretty excited to get this thing out of the box. Tells you to plug in the controller. For 2 players, plug a second controller pad, sold separately. Lie, it is not sold separately. When you're using a cartridge, insert it, label facing, blah, 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 blah. So by that, you may or may not have determined that not only does the Polystation 2 have games built in, but you can also play actual NES cartridges on it. So here's the box it came in. The only thing I didn't bother to take out is the light gun, because I'm using a LCD TV. Light guns plus LCD TV equals no. So I didn't even bother to use it. And the Polystation itself. I had to run an extension cord because I don't have any plug outlets near here. Any that are free anyway. So, on the back here you got AC outlet, 2 AV jack, bleh, and an RF out, which is funny. It doesn't come with any RF. SP2, Super Polystation 2. 2 controller ports, light, reset, and power. This thing weighs like no more than 1.5 pounds. I'd say it's borderline 1 pound, actually. So, then we got the controller here, which is, well, I gotta say, the joypad is quite comfortable. It's got 3 unnecessary... sorry, I was thinking of 1 row at a time. It actually has 6 buttons total. X, Y, Z, and A, B, C. Wonder what controller that's ripping off of. I can't put my finger on it. Since an NES actually uses only B and A, the way they do it is basically it's A, B, A, Turbo A, Turbo B, Turbo A. You get that? I know it's confusing. And start and select. And of course there's the second controller. And I took out Super Mario Bros. 3 because later we will demonstrate how you can play actual NES cartridges on it. So, let me get this situated on the tripod here, and we'll take a look at the games that are on the Super Polystation 2. So, as you may have already guessed, of course there's no fancy title screen or anything. It's just the games list. And of course they're nothing but NES ripoffs. Actually, which at this point in time would be partially legal, only because the license or the patent or whatever the hell you want to call it for the NES itself is actually expired. It expired actually in 2005. I mean, of course the licenses still apply for the games themselves, but I guess making this actual system is semi-legal, so they take advantage of that. So, let's get started looking at games here. Super Mario happens to be one of them. Even he was a victim. But when I begin the game, actually you can already see the graphics are different. They inserted their own graphics from Super Mario Bros. 2, Japan. So let's start it up, and you're going to notice something different once you hear it start playing. Volume was kind of loud there, but did you happen to hear how it sounds a little different? Listen again. Yeah, that's right. They actually went and changed the sounds. They didn't really change them per se, they just changed the pitches of the sounds. Other than that, game's exactly the same. Resetting. We've got soccer for the NES, don't want to bother. Duck hunt doesn't work, you know, no light gun. Tennis, again, it's just tennis for the NES. They didn't do anything different. They just went ahead and stole it. Yeah. I'm not going to go through every single game. I just want to give you guys a basic idea of the system itself. Tank. It's actually called Battle City. I don't recall this game on the NES. Apparently you can actually make your own levels, but I'm not going to bother. You can pick your level. So what's the point of starting at a early level? Except I did. Basically, you shoot everybody. You want everybody dead. You're in a tank and you want everybody dead. Why? Because they made fun of you in high school. Or something like that. Reset. My head already is starting to ache. Galaxian. Of course, it's the Galaxian you know and love. Since I enjoy Galaxian very much, I don't mind the fact that it was pirated so much. Here's where the turbo button would come in handy. Eat turbo, bitches! Ah! Okay, before I have a moment. Road Fighters, basically a racing game. Load Runner, I'm sure a lot of you have played Load Runner. Clay shooting. Here's something unique. They actually took the clay shooting game from Duck Hunt for the NES and separated it and made it into its own game. Of course, it's unchanged. Okay, now, number 10, Fancy Mario. I'd love to have a look at Fancy Mario. That sounded homo. Looks a little screwed up, don't you think? Yeah. What the freak? I can't freaking... What the hell? It's like they used a Game Genie code or something to screw up the game. What the... Also, Mario seems to run whenever you jump, even if you're not holding B. So this isn't Fancy Mario. I'd call it fucked up Mario. They went and mutilated it. Let's just see what's next. Soccer 2000 said, Duck Hunter BAK, Tennis DTS, Tank YVH, Galactic. What the hell? What is this? Let me go. These are all the same games. Mario NPP, Mario VSJ. Please tell me these aren't supposed to stand for anything, because I just don't know what those would stand for. Mario FOA. It looks the same. We start on World 4. What the hell? Oh my god, reset this. What are they doing? Well, hold on a second. Check out the top of the screen there. 99,999,999 in one. Well, if we can press right to advance a page, maybe we could press left to go back to a page and see how many games there really are. Because we all know that number's a lie, just like the cake. What the hell? There really are 99,999,999 games. It's just the same games copied over and 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 over to the Polystation's memory. Oh my god. I'm done. I gotta turn this off. Well, this video's pretty short-lived, but there is one more thing we could try. I did mention that it actually has a cartridge slot on it. You can actually insert NES games that you have of your own and play them instead. I mean, I don't want to play the same games that are copied to the ROM of the Super Polystation 2 over and over again. So, let's play some Super Mario Bros. 3. Let's says instructions say label facing up. Okay. What the hell? Let's try putting it in upside down, man. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. No! This is the Famicom connector. This is for Famicom games with 60 pins, not for US games with 72 pins.